day.
Are you driving?
We're not going to the laundromat right now, dude. We're not.
Why? Where are we going?
We're going to eat and then coming back and then the fucking haircut. Like, we're gonna either go to Starbucks or somewhere around there.
Where?
Dude, we're not going to the laundromat right now.
Dude, the laundromat's right beside all the food.
No, it is not. There's not even room for that.
Nothing at this house will change.
So we just had that meeting I'm sure you guys will have heard about or will hear about. To where? Where are we going? Starbucks still? Alright. A lot's gonna change in the house, guys, right, Nick?
I'll think about it.
Have you guys been voting in my random poll of dopeness?
What?
Have you been voting in my random poll of dopeness? It's a week-long poll. Randomly, for some reason,
so random.
the first week, sports teams hoodies won, and right now, Mario Kart bananas are in a way. I think that's because of our nerd. I was hoping for
Hallmark here. That's not dope.
Well, that's why it's losing.
Hallmark isn't dope.
Hallmark is, dude. What does that smell? What is that?
I was surprised Ferb Fletcher didn't do better. Do you know who Ferb?
Hallmark, whack.
From
Ferb
Phineas
Fletcher,
and Ferb?
whack.
I don't
Feather
know that.
Pillows, whack.
I don't know.
Mario Kart bananas, that's just tight as fuck.
So we're all just getting some food now. Everybody's pretty much just talking about that meeting. Whenever we have one, which I've only experienced one. Apparently the guys in the other house, like in 60/50, they've had like a bunch of them. Just like content meetings. But this one was legit. There's a lot of shit coming, and we have to buckle down and really do this shit. Like as crazy as it seems, like sometimes it's difficult. I mean, how do I say this? From the outside looking in, which I'm probably the closest person from the outside to look in. You know, like a year and a half ago, I was a fan, and now I'm a part of this whole movement thing. Like, holy shit, how loud does it have to be? Like, as hard as it may be to believe, like it's easy to get complacent. It's easy to think, you know, I'm doing 1 million views a month. You know, I'm making a certain amount a month. That's all I really need to do when what we're trying to achieve here is much more than that. So things might get legit pretty soon, which I'm beyond excited about.
Pumpkin spice latte. Is that what all you guys got?
No, I got a caramel thing. I tried something new today. So I just got done editing my vlog, and for some reason, the mic had like so much white noise, and I kept having to edit every audio and all of the clips. So hopefully I can fix that. What are you doing?
Where's my Ava hoodie?
I'm about to beat this.
I have an Ava hoodie.
I have.
Where's mine?
You're not her friend. The entire house just got haircuts. This is what mine looks like. Hair doesn't grow here, and people have been realizing it. Look.
Yeah, it's called a cowlick.
That's not...
That's literally what it's called. Comments, tell us.
You look the same, but like a good way the same.
Thank you.
We're gonna go play basketball, guys. Alright, so we were gonna record a smooth, but then Hex had like a surprise meeting, and then also we were doing we were all getting haircuts. Like literally 7 people just got their haircut. But now we're just about to, I guess we're about to go play basketball with Hex and all of his homies and family. Let's do this shit. What?
I thought we had this from 8 to 10. There's this volleyball.
I'm down to volley. Alright, let's see if I still remember how to basketball.
You don't.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Pulled the camera out. Nick politely asked me to put it away because it's not a time to be on camera. We just played, I just played 2 games. Nick played 3 games. I'm ready to go. That basketball game. Whew. Back home, showered up. The basketball game kind of like, I'm like already like getting tired. So I'm probably going to, I was rendering out the interviews. Don't have a lot of interviews because couldn't get one done with Hex because he had meetings all day and it just didn't work out. But I got the CS interviews and I got the Gears interviews, and that's just what Vision's going to be about. I decided not to put anything about the meeting this morning just because it would be basically the same thing as the last meeting, and everyone knows if you watch Hex's vlog, my vlog, anybody's basically, you're going to be able to tell. So, but then Seth just came and got me and was like, yo, let's go to IHOP. So we're going to drive through IHOP so Seth can get some grub. I'm just coming along for moral support. I wasn't able to shoot any B-roll, but Seth got 2 meals for now and 2 meals for later.
We got the breakfast sampler. So you got your eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns, pancakes, butter syrup, and then same order. I just got 2 of them, one for the morning, and then I got water, Gatorade, and a Frappuccino and a chocolate milk. I'm about to go play that.
Hey, it's only a millennium later. Edited Vision, uploaded Vision, and now I have 30 minutes to before I leave to go to the airport. So, needless to say, I'm fairly exhausted, but the grind continues. You know what I mean, guys? I'm gonna watch this clip later and be like, what the hell? Why was I talking so weird?
Ain't no such things as halfway crooks. They should.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Go read a book.
I'm leaving.
For leaving
Bye.
where?
Going to Atlanta.
For what?
Counter-Strike.
That sucks.
Landed in Atlanta now. It's the first time I've vlogged in public without somebody from the house here, so in a while. Still kind of got to get the jitters out every once in a while when this happens, but about to go figure out where the hotel is, Uber there, and then I just gotta go to bed, man. I'm so tired. Alright, in the room now. Lights? Clap, clap. It's not that fancy. There's not even lights. You have to do. Holy shit, you gotta do that. Alright. Well. Alright, so way back in the day, I used to do something on my channel. It was literally just one-off videos. That's all I used to do on this channel prior to moving to the house, was just little one-off videos. Or I even did like gameplay commentaries and things like that. But I did this one series that actually kind of was successful back then. I was getting like 300 to 400 views per video, and these videos were hitting like 1,300 or something like that. So I remember the first one I was talking about, Aches went on. Aches was going on Call of Duty Sucks rants 3 years ago, and I was talking about them in a series called Around the Bar. Let me see if I remember the intro. You and I are talking in a hypothetical bar. Basically, it's a series where we act like we're at a virtual bar between my computer screen, your computer screen, and we sit down, have a drink, and talk about nerdy things. And we're drinking whatever drink of choice, and then I would tell what drink I have. First of all, let me know what you're drinking down in the comments. I'm having a Yingling, and this isn't just an alcoholic drink only. You could, like last time I did one of these, Hudson said he was drinking pear juice. I would just always have like a a topic in mind, and we would just talk about it. I tweeted out, instead of doing like a Q&A style segment of the vlog, maybe I tweeted out if anybody had any topics that they wanted to hear me talk about, because I didn't have anything off the bat. And then I could just talk about them in another Around the Bar segment before I head to bed. Alright, let's see what people had. Women, that's way too general. What COD should be played this year for competitive? That's possibility. Casey Neistat, that's a possibility. Religious views and why you believe what you believe? We're gonna save that for another time also. Alright, motivation to do daily vlogs again. We can talk about that. I moved into the house. It was daily vlogs every single day. It was my lane. It was my thing. And at that time, we were uploading Vision once a week, and that was it. That was all we were uploading. Every once in a while, we would upload a mailbox or like a random video, like we did like a happy holidays from Optic Gaming video. We did things like that. But smooth comp wasn't a thing, and the podcast wasn't a thing. So all week, I just prepped for Vision. That's the only thing that I worked on. And then my YouTube channel was just booming. Like that, it wasn't what I was focusing on, because I was focusing on Vision and telling stories and making sure that I was improving with my editing and things like that, which I definitely did. But my vlogs were the everyday thing. It was like I was the new face in the house, and the vlogs, like every single day I was editing them at night, and then they would be up at like 2 p.m. the next day. Like that was my thing. And then like a lot of stuff happened at once. We started doing the podcast every single week. We started doing Smooth every single week. And Smooth at the beginning, I thought Smooth was going to be like this, this kind of relaxed video series where I could just kind of display my editing. Like if you look at the very first Smooth, it's like a bowling video, and it's like a montage of us bowling. Like it's definitely not organized at all. And there was a point where I was vlogging, doing Smooth, doing the podcast and Vision, every single day. And then Smooth got a lot more intense, like legally. And instead of doing one every week, we had to be a certain number of ahead, and we had to have certain requirements for each video, and things we could and couldn't do, and these different things kept fluctuating in. And then we had the podcast every single week, and I didn't know how to edit it at first, and I was spending literally like 4 hours editing the podcast. Well, now it takes me like an hour and a half, and it just got very intense, and I got very overwhelmed and burnt out like all of a sudden. I do remember from when I used to do this, I talk too much, and so I have to remember to drink. Even my mom used to tell me, like, I watch your Around the Bar videos, but you never drink, and it annoys me. And I was like, thanks, Mom, I'll drink more. So the 100K video hit, and I put everything I had into that video. It's still, I guess my favorite video I've ever made. It's a project that I spent weeks on, and it's the only video I've ever done that with. Everything else is just like, I get it all together and I edit it one day. But I was doing scripts. I spent like 5 hours just writing the script, and then I recorded the video script, and then put my voice on top, and then got all the footage, and then got someone to do illustrations for the B-roll that I couldn't find that pertained to the story. And it was just, I don't know. And then in that, I revisited parts of my life that I hadn't thought about in a really long time. It had always been in the back of my mind, but I'd never really talked about it. And then I just remember before that video dropped, I was literally like my heart was pounding to the point where I was getting lightheaded when I knew the video was done and it was going live soon. And alright, the video just went live. I've seriously been sitting here in this chair shaking for like 15 minutes. And I was joining Optic that day, and I was texting my mom, who was with her best friends at the time, and then the girl in that video, I was also texting her, making sure it was okay that she was, because it's just a lot was happening that day, And then that video dropped. I immediately go home for my cousin's wedding, and I after talking about all of this, all of these parts of my life that I had never shared with anyone, and then going home and revisiting, where all of that stuff happened, it's like weird. I think that moment is where the burnout happened, because then I got back and vlogging. I wasn't content with vlogging. I wasn't content with my channel. I did it. I hit 100K. That's what people like to say, is I hit 100K and then I stopped. But it was more like all of that stuff there was a lot going on, like, with me, and then I get back and we kick Vision up like 100 notches. We got like a new camera and new audio equipment, and I started editing a lot better. We did cinematic shots and B-roll, and if you look at the difference between season 1 and season 2, it's a lot different. And so we started focusing on that, and I started getting better with the podcast, and definitely focused more on Smooth. And then a month or two later, I started messing around with streaming. I was exploring other things, because vlogging, it was fun, but I just got so burnt out and so like emotionally drained from it, as weird as that sounds. And that's kind of how it was. And then I kind of went on a few other paths. I did the whole Modern Warfare 2 streaming sessions, and then that turned into running a tournament, which ended up being a blast. So much fun. And I guess also over the past like month or so, I haven't been living the healthiest lifestyle, not just like physically, but obviously physically is a part of it. If you guys saw Hex's vlog that one day, but mentally as well, like, things were just weird for a while. And I went home and for Blake's wedding, and I just got to see my best friends, and I got to see my homies from high school, and Blake was just insanely happy, like so happy, the happiest I've ever seen him in my entire life. And I was just thinking there, and people were so positive towards me, like, oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever, like I've heard you're like doing cool things up in Chicago. And I'm like, yeah, like it's awesome. And just in that whole vibe and that whole atmosphere, I just I remember thinking, I was like, when I get back up there, like, I'm vlogging again, like that. I don't regret stopping, because I definitely needed to at the time. I definitely needed to slow down, but now we're back and we're having a lot of fun, in my opinion. And I feel, I don't know what has happened over the last like month and a half, but I just feel so like happy. I don't know. This got a little deeper than I thought it was going to, but thank you guys for everything, for the support on this channel, for the support on the nation, for the support on Optic as a whole. It's crazy. That being said, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I forgot how I used to end around the block. Oh, it was usually an opinionated topic, so you would put your opinions down. So what are your opinions on me sucking at vlogging for a little while? Put those down in the comments. But that is going to do it for today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. E-League this weekend. I might even catch up with some high school friends that live in Atlanta. So that would be cool to introduce you guys to some new people. But for now, I'm gonna go to sleep, because I haven't been to sleep in a very long time. But my name is Hitch, another day, another vlog. I'll see you next time.